Alright, so this vlog right here is about bringing the death penalty back in Jamaica. It's dark out here. I hope y'all can see me. It's still evening time still. I'm going to talk about my stance on this. Right off the bat, my stance on this is they should bring back the death penalty in Jamaica. We need the death penalty reinstated in Jamaica. Here's why. Right now, people have nothing to fear. Criminals have nothing to fear in Jamaica. Meaning, they look forward to prison. And in Jamaica, prison, you can still get your visits. You want the death penalty where people who commit heinous crimes can look forward to the end of life. You understand? Give them something to fear, something to think about. Out of my little area called Clarendon, man, the other day, one of the sickest crimes, when they executed those 3 teenagers. Now, see, and I've heard that it was teenagers that did it too. And people are saying they're teenagers, so teenagers wouldn't get the death penalty anyways. See, my firm belief is that if you're over 16 years old or 16 and above, you could get it. Unless you have some mental issue, then you can get it. You understand? At 16 years old, I knew what time it was. At 16 years old, you're supposed to know what time it is. In Jamaica, most of us leave school at 16 anyways and go on to further higher education. So at that level of maturity, you know that it's not okay to put a gun, loaded gun, to the back of or any part of any individual and pull a trigger. You know that it's not okay to stab up somebody. You know that it's not okay to rape. And we ain't talking about just 16. This is addressing all criminals. Because truthfully, I don't live in Jamaica, but my family lives in Jamaica 365 days of the year. But I do visit. And let me tell you, some of the most heinous crimes, man, like, why you sexing off a little 9, 10-year-old? Why are you having sex with a little 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old child? And then, as a grown-ass man, the child gets pregnant, and your way of hiding that you were sexing off this child and impregnated the child is to murder the little child. Burn up the little child body. Oh gosh, man. See, people like these deserve to be executed. I don't care what nobody say. That's just my opinion on it. My opinion is not law. My opinion is never going to be law. But I feel that strongly about it. If you are sick enough to rape a child and take that child's life, I think you most definitely deserve execution. Jamaica, the thing about Jamaica now that I have to address when I'm saying, because we can't just ball out, bring back the death penalty, without addressing the judicial system in Jamaica and how it's set up and who benefit from it and who don't benefit from it. Before we could bring back the death penalty in Jamaica, the judicial system needs to be fixed. Meaning, we have to fix it so that the wrong people are not executed. We have to fix it so that the wrong people are not accused of crimes, and because they don't come from a money family and they don't have money to defend themselves with a top-notch lawyer in the so-called court of law, that they're not executed wrongfully. Right now in Jamaica, you have people sitting for years. People that are innocent sitting for years. You have people sitting for years, innocent or guilty, waiting to see a judge. No trial. You've just been accused and you're locked away. This type of system needs to be changed before we can bring back the death penalty. And I guess it's a good reason why the death penalty is not in effect in Jamaica, because honestly, I can see a lot of innocent people losing their lives. But the kind of crimes that's going on in Jamaica right now, I definitely think that the death penalty needs to be brought back. The death penalty would definitely shake up some of these people and give them something to think about, so they won't be taking away people's lives. If you take a life wrongfully, and I'm not talking about the man who the neighbor raped off his daughter, his little 12-year-old daughter, and or coerced the little girl from she was 9. He been touching her up and coercing and grooming her, and by the time she 12, she breathed for him. And daddy go over there and chop him up. Not that man. That daddy now we're gonna chop up the man there. Him don't deserve no death penalty in my eyes. Cause that was a prey. That was a child molester that was preying on a child. You understand? And he found a victim. And if my child is made a victim, a sexual victim, by an adult, then I would like to have the opportunity to meet that individual myself and deal with that individual myself. And I know everybody is going to say, or a lot of people are going to say, but the law is there for a reason and leave justice up to the law. But sometimes the law isn't just. You understand? Sometimes the law isn't just. I've seen many Jamaicans saying, where the girl was 12, she know what she did do. That's the sick mentality right there that allows child molestation and the children being sexually abused in Jamaica. When you can look and say the child was 12, so she know what she did do. Listen, man, a 12-year-old does not carry adult reasoning. Yes, the child might be 12 and the child might be smart, but at 12 years old, that child is not in a grown person's frame of mind to handle grown person's responsibility and make grown people's decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So for someone to say that a 12-year-old girl is a part of it, what happens to her because she know what she was doing, I don't buy that. I don't buy that one bit. It's a minor. A 12-year-old is a minor, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way around it. If you are an adult and you are having sexual relations with a child, especially if you decide to take the child's life before anybody finds out, you deserve the death penalty. You killing innocent people, robbing innocent people, and shooting them, you deserve the death penalty. Go farm up a piece of land or something. Go beg somebody some work. Go sell bag juice. Do whatever you have to do to survive. You understand? The Almighty will make a way for you, but don't take people's life, man, and expect that nothing should come off it or you only get prison time. Bring in the death penalty, yes. So in that state, I support the death penalty coming back into Jamaica. But like I said before, although I support the death penalty, I understand fully that there's another side to this thing. And I wouldn't want to see someone who is innocent of a crime, wrongfully accused, tried, convicted, and executed for a crime they did not do. So on one hand, I support the death penalty. On the other hand, I say bring it in, but bring the death penalty back only after they restructure the judicial system. Jamaica is a beautiful country with beautiful people. The culture is beautiful, food beautiful, music beautiful, the island beautiful. Yo, even when you're poor, you can be happy as I don't know what in Jamaica. It don't take much to be happy there. But this one bag of guns coming into the country, that has nothing to do with the people. It has to do with those who are in a position of power to bring these guns into the country. And then when you mix guns with poverty and cable TV showing these younger generation how others are living wealthy and have this and have that, and then you have people traveling into the country and they're thinking these people are bringing these things in. They can't get it themselves, but it's easier to get a gun than to get, say, a meal 7 days a week. What do you think's gonna happen? So people are deliberately turning these children into criminals, you see. And hey, on one side we can speak about the death penalty, but of course, like I said before, the judicial system would need to be fixed. I could go off on a rant about a bunch of other things because I love Jamaica so much, but let's stick to the topic. And the topic was, do you agree that the death penalty should be brought back into Jamaica? Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's have a dialogue about it. All right? And until then, I'll see you again. Peace out. It's SouFLoTV. I'm running that store, go get some things, and I'll talk to y'all on the next video. Bless up.